Maps are our friends. Time to warm up. What do the symbols on this picture show us? Time to know. We have already seen that the globe is a small model of the Earth. It is the most accurate way of looking at the size, shape, and location of places on the Earth. However, a globe has some limitations. A large globe is difficult to carry, space is limited, and details cannot be shown on a globe. It is not possible to make a globe for a part of the Earth. Only one side of the Earth can be seen one time. Because of these problems, we normally use maps drawn on a flat surface such as paper instead of globes. Maps can be drawn to show the whole world, a single continent, a country, a city, your neighborhood, and even your school. Imagine that Raju has to go to his school. Let's see how he draws a route map to his school. Advantages of maps over globes. Maps are more compact, easy to store, can hold different range of scales, easily viewed on different sized screens, can show larger portions of an area at once, cheaper to produce and transport. Types of maps. Maps are of different types according to the information they give. For example, political map, physical map, route map, thematic map, etc. They use different colors and symbols to show different things on the surface of the Earth. Road map. It shows national and state highways. It also depicts how major roads connect with various cities and towns. These maps are mainly used for directions and roads while driving. A political map primarily shows borders that define the territory of countries, states, and cities. Physical map. Physical maps show geographic boundaries. In other words, they show naturally physical features such as water bodies, rivers, landforms, mountains, deserts, hills, etc. Thematic map. This type of maps usually focuses on one theme or topic such as population, vegetation, rainfall, etc. Scale of map. A map is much smaller than the actual size. To measure the distance accurately on a map, map scale is used. The map scale gives us an idea how much distance it really measures on the surface of the Earth. For example, if the distance between two cities is 100 kilometers, it can be easily represented as 1 centimeter on the map. In such a case, the scale will be 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers. The scale on the map is shown as a line with distance marked on it, or as 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers. Uses of maps. We use maps for the following purposes: to calculate approximate distance between two cities, to find out about best routes to travel to a place, to find out names of countries, capitals, roads, towns, and other places, to find out location of rivers, mountains, and other features, to find out about the location of water resources, threatened resources, to find out about landform type and forest cover. So, These maps provide information about human-made features as well as some natural features. To use these maps, you need to understand map scale, symbols and keys. Directions. Maps are usually drawn with north at the top. Most maps indicate north with an arrow marked N. If you know where north lies, it is easy to find south, east, and west. If north is at the top, then south is at the bottom, east is to the right, and west is to the left. Northeast lies between north and east, northwest between north and west, southeast between south and east, and southwest between south and west. Colors. Cartographs utilize color on a map to represent certain features. Color use is often consistent across different types of maps by different cartographs or publishers. Map colors are, or should be, for a professional-looking map, always consistent on a single map. Color appears so often on maps that we often take it for granted that mountains are brown and rivers are blue. Just as there are many types of color maps, there are also many different color schemes used by cartographs. The map user should look to the legend for an explanation of colors on a map. Our expectations of colors on a map leads to some problems when it is used for elevation. Elevation is often represented as a sequence of dark greens, low elevation or even below sea level, to browns, hills, to white or gray, highest elevation. Since many people associate green with a fertile region, many map users will see low elevations, which may be deserts, and assume those areas are filled with lush vegetation. Also, people may see the reds and browns of mountains and assume that they are barren. Grand Canyon-type landscapes of desolation, but the mountains may be forested and covered in brush. Additionally, as water always appears bright blue on a map, the user is often inclined to visualize any water on a map as pristine and clear blue, even though it might be entirely different color due to pollution. Road maps and other general use maps are often a jumble of color. They use map colors in a variety of ways: blue, lakes, rivers, streams, oceans, reservoirs, highways, local borders; red, major highways, roads, urban areas, airports, special interest sites, military sites, place names, buildings, borders. Yellow, built up or urban areas. Green, parks, golf courses, reservations, forest, orchards, highways. Brown, deserts, historical sites, national parks, military reservations or bases, contour elevation lines. Black, roads, railroads, highways, bridges, place names, buildings, borders, purple. Highways. Symbols on a map. Standard symbols are used to show certain features on map. Once we are familiar with these, we can understand the map easily. Some of these symbols are given here under: desert or wasteland, grassland, swamp, hills, mountains, cave, political border, road, river, town or village, cities, tower or forest, castle, country capital, windmill, forest, lake, reef, canyon. Time to recall. A map is a drawing of the whole or a part of the Earth's surface on a flat sheet. Maps are usually more specific than general. Maps are much more convenient to use than globes. Usually, maps are drawn with north at the top. A map is drawn to a fixed scale. Standard colors on a map are used for different features. Standard symbols make understanding of maps easier. Time to answer. For formative and summative assessment, answer the following questions. What is a map? Why do we need maps? What are the advantages of using maps over globe? What are the uses of maps? How is direction usually shown on map? How is the scale of a map usually shown?